So far, we've been talking a lot about what it will take to get Skookum Kids up and running. And mostly there's just three things. Facility that meets the requirements of DSHS, a team of trained volunteers to care for the children, and a license. And we're making great progress on all three of those things. But lately I've been thinking more about what it will take to sustain this work over the long haul. About 200 children will enter foster care from Whatcom County in 2015. And if we stay the course that we're on, many of them will benefit from a short stay under the care of Skookum Kids. But how many kids will enter foster care from Whatcom County in 2025? And what do we need in order to be sure that we're still here and ready to care for them? Sustaining partners. Sustaining partners are men, women, businesses, churches, organizations who make a long-term financial commitment to support the work of Skookum Kids so that we can budget and make plans and eventually hire staff knowing that the Safe Place program is funded and will continue. What does long-term mean? Well, let's start with a year. And then this fall, let's reconnect. And I'd love the chance to update you on our progress and share some stories about how together we've had the chance to impact the lives of kids. And give you a chance to reevaluate whether you'd like to sustain your commitment for another year. How much money is needed? $100 per child per night. We anticipate caring for 20 children every month and expect that most of them will stay for 3 nights. Now, if you do the math, that's about $6,000 a month to operate Safe Place. Now, that's not an overwhelming number, but it's more than any one of us can handle all by ourselves. It's going to take all of us committing to give as we're able. When you give to Skookum Kids, your money goes directly to the care of foster children. You see, we don't have any staff. I have another full-time job that I love very much. Nobody on our startup team draws a paycheck for Skookum. You know, someday that may change, but for now, we are an entirely volunteer operation. So when you give, your money goes to pay for things like to activate this cell phone that will receive the call when a new child enters care and DSHS has nowhere to put them. Your money will go to things like to pay for electricity that will warm the bedrooms where foster kids in their first night of care are getting a much needed restful night of sleep. It will pay for insurance that will protect our volunteers. And it will buy groceries to put nutritious meals on the table at the Skookum house. And here's my commitment to you. If you give to Skookum Kids, you will never have to wonder where your money goes. We will continue to operate with as much efficiency as we possibly can and with openness and transparency. And if you'd like to become a sustaining partner, visit skookumkids.org/give to let us know. When I learned how children entering the foster care system are bounced around for their first 72 hours, I knew I had to do something. I couldn't be still. I couldn't ignore the 72-hour problem. And I am very grateful that when I jumped into the milieu of the foster care system, a whole community of people jumped with me. And I have no doubt that together we can be sure that kids entering foster care from Whatcom County are always well cared for. Thanks in advance.